Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay. And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. They go play action. Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick 1st down.
Chicago.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
9-yard line.
Second and 12, operating from the 39. Play action. It's Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line.
A gain of 46
Trubisky
yards.
hitting Robinson for a big one. 46 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Kenny Clark gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on 3rd and about 14.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Gain of 14.
Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the 1st down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
The Bears ball carrier.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And a short gain down to about the 33.
So Reeks Cohen the ball.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions. interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
That's the end of the first quarter.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Love from the gun. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Love. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
37-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded just inside the 30. shove, and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake, Love. Caught on the right side by Adams. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 3rd down, Love looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Foles. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Foles. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Love going to give this one to Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Johnson on the coverage.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing. Love. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash, this from 33. And the 13-year man puts it through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Now Love. This will be caught at about the 6. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second and goal from inside the 5. To the air again, Love rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Again, it's Love. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
10-10 at their own 4-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we have reached halftime. What a weird one. A safety is all we have through 2 quarters. 2-0 the score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First throw now for the backup Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Switch. Check out.
To throw is Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Chicago.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Just like that. Just like that. Hey,
Foles on the handoff. Here's Cohen. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
The tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Again, it's Cohen. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
The tackle.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And it's third down.
Push him back. Push him back. 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Go, go.
Foles. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Bears first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Buying time. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out, and the Packers pick it up. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
Packers.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead.
Makes the score Packers 9, Bears 0.
Here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch them work, watch them hate, watch them learn, can't relate, watch them skirt.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action. Huntley lets this one rip toward Graham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bears' 39-yard line.
It's been a long day for you. Bang, 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 bang. Get 300. Get 300. 53. Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Throwing is Rodgers. Pass incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for, and it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
I know you ain't got it. At 25 to Mike. We go 25 to Mike. Here we go.
From the gun, Huntley. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. the play fake. Huntley. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Bears.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Huntley. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And this one's incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. But it'll be 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again, Huntley. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Huntley. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
There defensively.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. There he goes, right side. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
Put that thing over your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that...
Extra point try now for Crosby. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Packers 16. Bears nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the gun, Huntley. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On first down, Huntley. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
The Bears on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Crosby for the point after. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll find Miller. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Defensively.
For it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. On 1st and 10, Huntley. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off here, the 32. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Rodgers on the keeper.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 58, right over there. Right over there.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Here we go. 53's the mark. 53.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Packers, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.